What's up, Internet? Corey Zamier here. You're about to witness what I might have as the revival of an old series. Hold on, gotta get coffee.
Hello,
Hi.
97. Need a receipt back with the order?
No.
Okay. You're all set. I love the hat.
Thank you. Everybody loves the hat. Anyway, back in the day, we had a series called Thrifting in Connecticut, which eventually just kind of morphed into, like, well, I guess was combined with, oh, gotta put on our wipers here. It's a really fucked up video so far. It eventually became Weekend Adventure and Video Game Hunting, although I think Weekend came first and then Thrifting, but then they were kind of combined because, fuck it, it's Connecticut. We only get like maybe half a summer compared to everybody else. I don't know. So I'm going to hit pretty much all the thrift stores in one day that I usually go to and see how I do. Let's go. Alright, here we go. First Savers. The only thing I saw in there, well, they had quite a bit of stuff, but it was mostly Sega Genesis sports titles, PS2 sports titles, and just, you know, mediocre games, because PS2 has a ton of them. Wii titles, they had Excite Truck. Thought about picking that up. It was $3. Took a look at the disc. It was probably the most scratched disc I've ever seen in my fucking life, so I'm going to pass on that. But it is nice to see some games out here. On to the next store. So that Goodwill had a few PlayStation 2 games, nothing worth picking up. A PS2 system for $25 that came with a matching Xbox controller. I'm about to get run over by some blind guy. And it is, if you can't tell, pouring like a motherfucker. But we're not gonna let that get us down. We're just gonna keep on going. Alright, now we're heading to a mom and pop consignment shop, which I didn't mean to rhyme, but it does, so it did. I've never found anything here, but let's hope we find something. So that's the first time I've ever seen games in there, and it's just kind of surprising to me that they don't have like this stockpile of them, just because the prices they're asking are fucking ridiculous. $10, $22 for like old Nintendo DS games that are just literal garbage. And I actually forgot to film it, but I also did see Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, but they wanted $10 for it, and I'm not gonna pay that at that store. That's just kind of ridiculous. Honestly, I didn't even bother filming in this Goodwill. This is the one over in Wallingford, and I swear to God, they've had the same like 5 or 6 games for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and it hasn't changed in about 3 weeks. Nothing new. Now I'm about to head into Game Exchange. It's on the way. Definitely not a thrift store, but considering their prices are pretty much set countrywide, and they slip on a lot of prices, it's not too bad. Like, I've seen Zombies Ate My Neighbors at 2 out of the 3 that I go to regularly here, and they have it at, I believe, $19.95, which is a pretty good deal. So check your local Game Exchange if you're looking for Zombies Ate My Neighbors, especially if you're in Connecticut. Also, since you might be thinking that I'm going to be filming in there, I don't really film in Game Exchange. I did it way back in the day, and I had this awkward exchange with one of the employees that I guess was directed towards my videos, and he just, you know, they weren't mad, they just wanted me to let them know when I'm filming, and honestly, that's more hassle than it's worth, because there's nothing really worth seeing in there. If you know, like, it's not worth it. So I picked up some stuff at the Game Exchange. They're still having their buy one, get one free sale on Game Boy Advance and DS games. Unfortunately, not regular Game Boy games, or else I picked up more. I'll show you that stuff at the end. I paid less than $15 for 5 games, which is less than $5 a game. Or less than $3 a game, because, you know, math. Now I'm heading into a Goodwill, gonna hit another Game Exchange, and then I'm actually gonna call it quits for the day, because I have to go get ready for work. Let's hope I have some luck here, finally. What else is new? Didn't find jack or shit. I feel like when I don't have Alicia with me, I just don't find anything at the thrift stores. Going to actually stop at the GameStop over here, see if they have any PSP games. Just most GameStops, if not all of them, aren't taking PSP games anymore, so I'm going to see if this one has any that are worth picking up, because they're never going to get new ones, so let's take a look. So picked up 2 games at the GameStop. Not exactly a series that I'd want to collect everything, just because they put out a million games. Got 2 Dynasty Warrior games for the PSP. Guy working at this GameStop is a little weird. As soon as the other guy that was in the store left, this guy just wouldn't leave me alone. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm buying these 2 games, let me get out of here, because you keep talking to me. And I've never seen anybody check a 5 to see if it was real before. Apparently I look like a sketchy character. I didn't know this store had opened. I'm not going to say the name of it just because it's Sam's main thrift store to go to. I don't want to blow up the spot. Let's see if I find anything. So you guys didn't even get to see it because they had stacks and stacks and stacks of Nintendo games. I don't even know how many bags I got. I basically just left the ones that had the garbage titles in them. But holy shit. So happy the store is here. Alright guys, I actually wasn't expecting to find as much as I did on this thrifting day, I guess. So this is a quick overview. I'm going to run through these games pretty quick with you. All these NES games I found at a thrift store in bags of 4 for $5 a bag. So I spent $15 and I got 12 NES games, all of which are at the very least decent. They're no absolutely garbage titles as far as I'm concerned here. We got RC Pro-Am, Breakthrough, Ring King, Ninja Gaiden, Mach Rider, Pro Wrestling, Strider, Elevator Action, Karnov, Gradius, Blaster Master, and Tag Team Match Muscle. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking in that, but you can't beat that deal. There were some NES games I left behind, but I was kind of short on money today. I wish I didn't spend any money at the Game Exchange or the GameStop I stopped at, which I'm about to show you the pickups from. After I show you the other games I got at this at this thrift store, I forgot I got some PS2 games also. I probably should have put the PS2 games back and just bought more NES games now that I think about it, but I'm kind of dumb. I got Wild Arms 3, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Ring of Red, Twisted Metal Black, Red Faction, and Smuggler's Run. And fun fact about Smuggler's Run, when I got my PlayStation 2 originally, this is the game my mom bought me, except it completely wasn't on my radar, so I didn't even want to open it. We ended up taking it back, and I think I traded it in to get SSX, which I was much happier with. To this day, I've never tried out Smuggler's Run. Let me know how it is. Like I said, I bought 2 games at the GameStop I kind of regret. Got Dynasty Warriors and Dynasty Warriors Volume 2. I think I paid around $8 after tax. And at the Game Exchange, I picked up a PlayStation 2 game, Silent Line Armored Core. Not too familiar with why they named this title as they did. I am a fan of the Armored Core games. I don't really know much about that one. But it was only $4, and I think they had another one. This is another one of those cases where they had it maybe priced wrong. They had another copy of it listed at like I think $12.95, so I decided to pick this one up. It comes complete, and I also wanted to take advantage of their Game Boy Advance buy one get one free sale. Got Advance Wars. Focus. There we go. $5.95. Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu, $5.95. Earthworm Jim, $5.95. And Shining Soul, an Atlas title, $3.95. And the interesting thing, the way the employee actually rang it up, I bought these 2 and got these 2 free. I don't know exactly why. I don't know the guy, but he decided to cut me a deal, I guess. Didn't know they could do that at Game Exchange. That's pretty cool. Saved me some money. So that's going to do it for this episode of Thrifting in Connecticut. Please let me know what you think about this series, if you'd like to see it continue. I just basically was working in the afternoon today, so I had the morning to myself and decided to try and hit as many thrift stores as I could. And it obviously paid off, although had it not been for that last stop really would not have been worth it, and I wouldn't really be showing you much today. So let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about thrifting in Connecticut, if I should revive the series. This is just kind of a test run to see how it goes. Probably only going to be doing it every once in a while when I actually have the opportunity to basically spend my morning thrifting. I don't get to go to thrift stores very often unless it's on the weekend, and I end up including those in the weekend adventure and video game hunting. So it doesn't really make sense to try and separate something I'm doing on the weekend from you understand where I'm going with this. Like, I'd only do this if I have time during the week, and it'll go up eventually. I don't actually have time to edit it for the rest of the week, to be honest, so this is probably going to show up sometime a week after I've filmed this. So let me know how you're feeling. Please check out Weekend Adventure and Video Game Hunting and my top 5 videos on my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real internet. So I'm actually going through some of the games I just showed you, and I just noticed some fucking bullshit. And if I find my receipt, I'm probably going to bring this back. So, have you ever been to a GameStop where you'll bring up the case, you'll have checked that it has the manual, and then they'll apparently give you a completely different case? Because, look at this. Now, were I to purchase this at GameStop, I have not altered this in any way. How would I know how much it costs? This one doesn't have a price sticker on it. So I open up the game, and it's now mysteriously missing the manual. Fuck GameStop. So you know what? Not even just fuck GameStop. Let me vent to you guys real quick, because this is something that I've had to deal with multiple times in like the last month, where a game store employee is just so fucking stupid that I just need to bitch about them for a second. So, I've had issues with people giving me, like, just straight up the wrong game. I think I mentioned it when I purchased the fucking, Grand Theft Auto Vice City stories. They kept giving me, they gave me, I think it was San Andreas, then Vice City, and then, don't assume that your game store employee is going to figure shit out on his own. Double check. If you know that you brought up a fucking case with the manual, especially since this one doesn't even have a price sticker on it, like, don't leave the store until you've at least checked your shit, because these people are fucking morons half the time. I'm sorry if you work at a game store and you aren't a fucking moron, but your coworkers, they're probably fucking morons. Just let you know. Rant over.